Yeah, man. So I got the last. Let me show you this real quick, man. Let me show you this real quick. I got the last. I'm talking about the last.
Bruh.
Hold on. That's look. That's the look. I had the ball on the once, and here go the sequel. Where is it at? I ain't even opened it yet.
Man, I don't blame.
Yeah, I know.
I'm making waffles in the morning.
Hey, look, hold up.
Bruh.
It's going down.
I'm
Anyway,
like,
yeah, what's up, y'all? It's Beatz and Bitz podcast. Shout out to Lawson and Lily. They staying up, man. They where y'all at again? Lawson, tell me one more time, cause I'm gonna write it down. You know what I'm saying? But we live. Shout out to Lawson Lily. You know, Lawson brought his whole posse in the stream last night, man, and they've been like everything been going up, man. Everything been going up, man. They watching. It's 3 a.m. where they at right now. You
hey,
know what
they
I'm saying?
still tuning in. That's it, though.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
man. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way. In the UK. Okay, all right. Let me make sure I got it. Yeah, in the UK. All right.
UK.
So you that will put them 6 hours ahead of. Shout out to Lawson and the gang in the comments. We live on Facebook, Twitch, and here on YouTube. Shout out to L Streets Jadal Gaming. Y'all make sure y'all head over there to jadalgaming.com. Get you some of these right here. These are wireless headsets and they double as a gaming headset. So y'all go get some of them. What up, Sir Richard in the building? So we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way, man. That Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode. So if you ain't heard it, ain't watched it, cover your ears, cause we finna talk about it. Man, they gave that boy a hot dog.
Hold up though. Hold up. That's what the feds gave his ass. Like Bucky and Falcon went at him and he was like, dude, we could have been a team, man. And then he was still giving two dudes the business, like, holy shit. Like, all right, you know
Bucky was holding back. What up, next man? Bucky
Yeah.
was holding back because Bucky could have at any point rock him like he did at the end.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, but like the fact that he held out against two top tier Avengers dudes, I was like, damn, man, you know what? Walker ain't to be fucked with, all right?
Woo.
Y'all might have whooped his. You might have knocked him on his ass, but he will be back next week, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then the government just gave him a hot dog and a handshake. Like,
what up, Raven? Yeah, like if you was
like,
gonna like, I can't get mad at them because they did,
they did. Yeah, that shit went down for him.
Hey, you can't do it in front of the camera.
I mean,
Come on, man. That's why that court martialed you.
Yeah,
like,
no, they didn't give him a court martial. They gave that man a hot dog and a handshake, told him to get the fuck out. No, better yet, they gave him a hot dog and then they gave him no handshake and told him to get the fuck out.
Pretty much. I mean, it was just kind of like,
I at least gonna give you a hot dog and a handshake. These motherfuckers just gave you a hot dog and told you to get the fuck out.
Boy, man,
I felt bad for him at that point. Like, the fuck, man, y'all ain't federal government. Y'all had to do him like that. Y'all had to do him
that's
like
how
that.
it go. Like, you just can't be just, But I mean, we're gonna see what's gonna happen next week, man. Cause man. Yeah. Dog, I'm on the edge of my seat. Not to mention,
I halfway didn't want to watch it at first. So I was like, you know what?
I want to wait to go back to
that last one.
Yeah,
I'm like, no. I had motherfuckers out here spoiling it for me. I'm like,
left, right. I was like, damn. I thought I was gonna get up early.
Yeah,
I got up right before.
It's motherfuckers that be up like, yeah, they didn't go to sleep on Thursday night. They just stayed up till like 1 o'clock. It came out at midnight, and then they fucking watched it and then went right the fuck to sleep.
Oh yeah, man, dog.
Straight pisses me off every time. I'm like,
bro,
dude, I can't check shit on fucking Facebook in the morning.
I'm trying to tell you, you can't.
And like, you know, and you know what? I like Walker. Walker's actually a pretty cool character. I hate that like this dude is just he is having to eat a shit sandwich and they give this man no water.
None. And so I gotta say, man, after that, I'm like, damn. And we got Mortal Kombat next week or the week. Is it next week or the week? No, next week.
Next week. It was supposed to be this week, but then they pushed it out 1 week.
Yeah, that's kind of
dude.
Damn.
I'm telling people right now, man. I'm like, motherfuckers spoil Mortal Kombat for me in any capacity.
Oh, they already been doing it, man. I seen a couple of I was scrolling on Twitter. Don't go on Twitter. I seen
anything.
I'm not. I'm just telling you what I seen. But
these
what
hands is rated E for everyone.
Everyone.
Nice.
Yeah, I would. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Where you get that at, man?
I made it. I went to back. I found it online, and then I made it. Hold up. Anthony Mackie just dropped a movie on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Synchron. Man, that boy is working, man. I remember when Anthony Mackie, man, they went in on him when he was on
8 Mile.
And on the Biggie movie as Tupac.
Yeah.
Which I felt like he did a good job. I mean, he didn't need to be like Tupac forever, but for that movie, he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? And then Manchurian Candidate. I mean, he was in a small bit role, but man, that man been working for the last 20 years damn near.
Like he pulled the Michael Caine year. I'm gonna fucking do what's the name? I'm gonna work all fucking year.
All year. He did. What was it? Over the line? What's the name of it? I forget. But he got like 2 Netflix movies back to back. Like,
I don't blame him, man. It's like you want that Michael Caine schedule where you got fucking 12 movies coming out this year. You in 12 movies this year. You filmed 24 movies. 12 of them coming out this year. The other 12 next year.
Yeah.
They ain't doing shit with the Marvel movies right now. Might as well make this money.
Exactly. And then we gotta get to that Spider-Man news, man. So it's happening, bro. The Spider-Verse is happening.
Good.
I mean, or they could just be bringing Adam Molina back as Doc Ock. They could just very well be doing that, but I feel like it's about to get real, and they about to do what I think they're gonna do. So hopefully they do what I think they're gonna do, which is bring everybody back, which I would love to see that. What else happened? They getting ready to do something with Power Rangers, as far as the next couple seasons, because we getting ready to get into the movie and then the animated movie, which I hope is off of because see, the comics that got so real. I was just reading one, Power Rangers Unlimited, and they showed you the origin of Andromeda. Yeah. And I was like, dog, when did this get so every issue is real? Like they pretty much, I don't know who did it first. It seemed like Power Rangers went ahead and did it first when they brought Draken in. They freed him to help them. Now they got a new Green Ranger and the White Ranger. Tommy is back. It is just a whole lot of stuff going on, man. And speaking of which, Battle for the Grid Super Edition.
Yeah, I saw that and I was kind of like,
he said, I saw that. He pissed. Because you just bought it, didn't you?
I've been had Battle for the Grid. I have all the DLC up to this point. I'm like, this is the next pack.
Oh my god.
Fucking Ryu and Chun-Li. I'm kind of like,
yeah.
when we could have had somebody from Lightspeed Rescue, we could have had somebody from Ninja Storm.
They coming, I mean, but that's gonna be in the pack. That's gonna be in the pack. And then you gotta let's see here. What's up, FC78? Yeah, man. Oh, okay, yeah, man. He brought the whole fam bam up in here, man. Shout out Lost. But yeah, man, everybody like the video, share the videos going down. I knew this day was gonna come. I knew once they did it in the mobile game, I said this is gonna make sense.
Yeah. And they tossed them in there, and I'm kind of like, all right, I'm probably never really for real finna use these two, but
I am
2 more characters.
I am, because you got to think, man. That I'm waiting on them to put it in the comic, because that's the crossover that we need. That's the cross we need. We need that crossover, because then you can bring Tekken in. We can have this shared universe where the Power Rangers. I mean, it's already natural disasters, hot dogs and handshakes being thrown out already. I mean, you
like,
might as well. I mean, because think about it.
I keep telling people, like, you can't fuck with me in Battle for the Grid. Like, you can't.
Think of the merchandise. I mean, I'll go see that up in wait a minute, what? Yeah. I'll go see that up in up at the show. For real. Big fact. Hold on, I got you, FC. Hold on 1 second. Let me get you real quick. But yeah, man, and that was one of the things they showed during the Nintendo Indie Showcase. They showed a lot of different stuff. I didn't really catch everything up. Sure. Dilly said you're not gonna use them because you don't know how to use them.
I know how to use them. I mean, I hand out handsets to people. So
everybody knows how to use Ryu and Chun-Li. Like, it ain't.
Dude, I use Kennen. I use fucking, like, all characters in, like, Street Fighter. Like, the only character I really don't use is, like, M. Bison, because I haven't really used him since Alpha, and every time since Alpha, they fuck him over.
Yeah. I mean, and then they didn't even, not to mention, they ain't even bring him back, but they haven't brought him. For real, they have brought him back, but it's just like, you don't even think about Bison nowadays. Like, hold on. Speaking of which, hold on. You know what I'm finna talk about? But
I mean, Bison hasn't been really okay. His best Bison was Alpha level Bison, because 2 is then, like, his 1 and 4 was just like, dude, you kind of falling apart there, and then 5 Bison is just 5 Bison. It's just like,
I like 5 Bison.
They tried to build him back up to his Alpha 1, but it's like, no. But I mean, I'm like, nobody can. You pick up a controller against me in Street Fighter, and the hands will be given.
Man,
I hand out hot dogs and handshakes, and this is what I do.
Man, look. What's up? What up, Witness? Witness when it follow me on Twitch too. Make sure y'all hold on. Let me get Serizaku's YouTube so y'all can go subscribe to his channel. Speaking of Bison, Usher took a cue from. I was like, man, I can't wait to talk about this. So Usher went to the strip club, right, in Vegas, because he's finna do a residency out in Vegas. And fellas, if you want to get, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, and you're over 21, take your girl to a residency. It works every time. These are facts. Honestly, Usher, Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, it's on and cracking. It's on and cracking.
When you go to Vegas for a show, I suppose, like, if you're gonna be there a while, I mean, that's got to be damn good money.
Well, it's a way to do it. Like, the way to do Vegas, and I'm gonna do this real quick. First of all, you got to go to Fremont Street And then there's a couple places on the strip that's real cheap. Now the night of the show, you're gonna have to go big on big. You gotta go to, if it's whatever casino it is, you go to the little fancy restaurant, you wine it down, you have them come in, you're gonna pay the $200, and you already paid a couple $100 for the, for the show. We got on the low though. Janet was decent to see from the balcony because she had all that stuff going on. But it wasn't old school Janet. This was toned down, you know what I'm saying, tame Janet. You know what I'm saying? This was 1998. We could walk in the room because,
The Velvet Rope Tour.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Man,
so
oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Good time.
Yeah, I need. Is that on HBO? I'm finna run. If it's, let me see.
No,
Damn, they took
I
it down.
I don't know if they even put that back up. Like I remember,
She
like I
took
think
it down.
they only had it for like a little bit of time, and then they could put out the DVD version, and then it don't matter.
Damn, yeah, it don't matter at that point. But anyway, yeah. So check it out. Usher was out there, and he threw like 20 bands in the club, and then he started throwing his little Usher bucks. He got fives, tens, no, fives, 20s, and $100 bills with his face on it. Like they look just like bison dollars. Like, like his face is hella big on the. I'm like, man, look, see, this is why I rock with Usher, man.
Look.
Speaking of which,
all I really want is
go
some
ahead.
bison dollars. Like, I really just want Capcom to come out there with some bison dollars so I can buy them.
Yeah. And we go into the east side and we throw them in.
I want some bison dollars. Like bison dollars is bison dollars. Like
Yeah.
Like I'm still mad that they have not released that shit. Like, come on. I will pay $10 for one fucking bison dollar, and I'll get that motherfucker framed on my wall.
Man, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get, for one, in the future. We ain't gonna tell nobody about it, but me, you, we might fly down there to Breezy. That way we don't have to worry about it. Because if we go over the east side, well, I don't have nobody to worry about, but we gonna fly down there to Florida and go to the Rolex or something like that, to where they don't allow cameras and nothing like that. So don't nobody even know we there. And we're gonna put the rumor mask on Breezy, and then we're gonna go down there and we're gonna give them the money, and we're gonna be like, look, we're gonna have the DJ get on the microphone and go, all right, ladies, we got Big Killzown, Serizaku, and Breezy in the house, a Beatz and Bitz podcast. They came in here to make a movie. We're gonna have bison dollars that are going to be thrown. Please bring all of your bison dollars to the back to exchange them for your ones. We making it real easy for you tonight. They will be shooting a music video. If you do not want to be in the video, be on stage B. All the ladies who want to be in the video, be on stage A. Also, we got Street Fighter costumes in the back. This is like a video game thing. So yeah, keep the party rolling. Then he dropped the music. And then
look. Yeah, that would be dope. I'm like, but like I know I definitely I know I definitely want to go to Vegas, but I really want to take my girl with me to Vegas.
No, hold on, wait a minute. You gotta do Vegas. While we on the Vegas, you gotta do it solo first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take your girl. Don't do it backwards. Because I'm telling you, I didn't go by myself. And when this is over with, I'm going by myself. Well, with y'all. Yeah. And then you double back. Because I'm going to tell you, when Evo opens back up, don't nobody want to hear, oh, no, we ain't going. Because they ain't going to want to go. We going to spread. We going to go during Evo when it's safe outside. And then Bruno Mars, somebody coming to town, and that's when you take them down there and you only stay for like 1 or 2 days because they want to go do all of it and spend all the money and all that. And Vegas has gotten expensive. But Usher has been getting killed. The strippers that didn't get no money, or that piece of that 20 grand, he been getting killed because he threw them Usher bucks. And they been at. I gotta send you a picture of them later, but that was the fun. I thought that was hella funny, and it tied into this Power Rangers Super Pack. But out of the other thing from the Nintendo Indie Showcase was House of the Dead remake.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was kind of like, okay,
I can't wait.
I'm cool, but I'm like, wait a minute, how are we gonna do this without light guns?
Them Joy-Con. You gonna turn that Joy-Con sideways and be happy about it? That's what you gonna do. That's exactly. Cause I thought about. Oh, and they probably gonna release a little controller thing for you to put the Joy-Cons in like they did on PlayStation. That's exactly what they gonna do. And it's gonna be dope, and I can't wait for it. And then they need to put out all of them in the original ones, and Overkill in the same collection. And they put No More Heroes 2 out. What they wanted you to spend $70 on both of them a piece, and I was like, I love Travis, but I don't know if I love him that much to be dropping a good 200. And then they had the $200 one where you would get part 3 with it, and I was just like, no. Resident Evil is on the way, and let's talk about that real quick. They bringing Mercenaries mode back.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have the deathmatch game, which looks good with all the bosses.
I saw that they put that in there, and then they brought back Mercenaries to it. I'm like, okay, you're trying to make up for that bullshit with Resident Evil 3, which was the whole. Oh, you have Resident Evil 3, man. Okay, I installed that motherfucker, and it's like, hey, you need to have Project Resistance installed too. I'm like, I don't want to play with Project. I don't want to play Project Resistance. Well, you can't play the story mode because you have to install the multiplayer. I'm like, are you really?
Well, yeah.
Like that is kind of fucking lame. Like I don't.
Well, they changed it. They changed it. So now when they updated it, you can install just the one.
Yeah, because when I first got it, it's like, well, you have to install the multiplayer. Like, I don't want the multiplayer on here right now. The multiplayer I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to play the story mode. It's like, well, we want you to download it because you can't play the single player without it. I'm like,
oh, damn.
Like, man, dude, like, okay, now I gotta hurry up, delete something, and put something back on here.
Yeah. And ain't you tired of doing that? But man, no, but I'm still trying to figure out Ethan set up there, man. He stayed with this girl after all of that. Bro, you got to leave. That's one of them things that is just like, bro, you got to leave her, man.
Like,
and
then they show situation is just like, holy Jesus Christ, you're still with this woman? Didn't she cut off your hand and you had to staple the shit back together?
Yeah, basically.
What the fuck?
Basically, and now my boy Chris walk up in the house with that thing. And this in the preview, y'all. I'm just trying to dissect the dichotomy of this man staying with this woman
that cut his hand off, and he had to staple it back together.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out how that worked. I was like, dang. I was like, you know what? After having the situation that I had, I'm like, oh, ain't no way in hell my hand. I could deal with what I dealt with, but seeing that
she went nuts and then cut his hand off, and I'm like,
not to mention
he staples the shit, and I was just kind of like, holy fuck, he did it. And then, like, okay, all right, like, because when I played through part of it, I like, okay, my girlfriend has tried to kill me like 6 times.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm not leaving the fucking place with her. I'm getting this little girl to help me. She been helping me the whole damn time.
Pretty much.
And then originally when the game first came out, it penalized. It was like, oh yeah, we're going to kill the little girl. Why?
Oh damn.
Why? Why?
Damn.
She been helpful. My girlfriend has been trying to kill me. She literally cut my hand off.
Yeah.
Why would I
Basically.
pick her? And
Exactly.
it's like, well, you're supposed to.
Well, they redeemed that with End of Zoe. Like they helped they had her go back and then they end up killing the spoilers. And it's on my channel. They end up killing the daddy once the uncle came. See, the uncle came back, and I love that DLC, bro. He was hot dog and handshaking them zombies left and right. I'm like, damn, this man with his bare hands, like he had. Then he went and they made a power gauntlet for him to
Mhm.
punch through. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
And this whole like, okay, now we're dealing with vampires, werewolves, and shit, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And then he walked, and in the trailer, they sat up there, and he got his hand cut off again, chasing after. And then it's like, well, that's because he going to get his. This time, I think he going to. Spoiler alert. This is me predicting. Because when Chris show up, kick his dough in, and then he goes immediately and starts busting at the wife. Like he left a whole clip all, and I'm just still sitting here trying. Because
I was
never
like,
mind the
the fuck,
story.
Chris, like,
I
what
mean,
necessitated that, you know?
but it was her fault that he ended up getting dropped off of a dad, almost off of a dad. Well, no, that wasn't him. That was Ethan. So it's like, bruh, like I'm still trying to wrap my head. And then you dropped a baby in her, like, ugh, like dog. I'm still trying to process it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still. Then they got to go to this town basically, and then in this castle to save his daughter from these vampires and these werewolves
Yeah, I'm
and,
just like,
and these giants.
it bothers
Basically,
me
all
with
the
this
Hansel and
game.
Gretel.
What bothers me with this shit is like, okay, we went from zombies to mutated zombies to vampires and werewolves all of a sudden.
Well, I mean,
What's
the
next?
virus.
What's next? We gonna have fucking dinosaurs come out here?
Pretty much. I mean, we it's setting us up for the Nano Crisis reboot. But I'm just saying, like,
Man.
like it's
Like,
gonna be Resident Evil
look,
Dino Crisis in a
I
minute.
love dinosaurs as much as the next person. But like, I'm just kind of like, this ain't Resident Evil no more, man. This is
No, it is because it took it
this is
because
just
you.
some bullshit.
Well, this is basically fulfilling what happened in part 6, which was now that these people have the virus, they out here they cocktailing it.
Yeah,
Umbrella then got shut down. Wesker's dead. His son is out there. Like we basically seeing all these different parts of the world getting, they gonna have a series what happened with Leon after what you call I think this is right before 6, the new series or whatever.
mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. Then, not to mention they had the 3 movies where all of this stuff is going. So it's just like all of these people getting their hands on this virus and they sitting up there remixing it. It's just like the hoverboards or vape pens. Like they just everybody getting their
Yeah,
hand on it, remixing it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
The chicken sandwich, they remixing it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, and so
Every
this,
place got to have a chicken sandwich all of a fucking sudden.
yeah, everybody, and the places taking their old chicken sandwich, remixing it, and making it like the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Put this sauce and some pickles on it.
Yeah, and the
I'm just
KFC one, the KFC one was fire.
I'm waiting on fucking, McDonald's to fucking, fucking be
They
like,
did, they
oh,
did,
we're gonna put Big Mac sauce on it.
they did. That's the funny part. You ain't seen it. If you go down Lindbergh, you gonna see this big billboard.
I have not been down there in a while,
Oh, they got like coming off of 367. Is right there. They took it down, I think now, but that who's up there for a good 3 months. And then my dumb ass almost go get it. I'm sitting up in the line like, what the? I jump. Hold up. So I leave. I said, I'm gonna just go down the cage, cause that line, that McDonald's that's on the far end of Lindbergh where the Kmart is. That's got to be the most deadest line in McDonald's St. Louis McDonald's history, because every other McDonald's. Matter of fact, since Chick-fil-A didn't hit the town again, McDonald's been like a ghost town, bro. You go look at.
Well, I mean, it's God's chicken, I literally call Chick-fil-A God's chicken because like they only open every day but Sunday.
Man, look. Even they used to piss me off though, because you be in the food court at the tilt.
Yeah.
And you look, cause see, this was the thing. You would try to get the little chicken nuggets with your pizza, and you drown it with some hot sauce and some ranch, and they'd be like, "Nah, bro, you got to go to." But good thing Burger King was in there, and that was when the tenders was actually good before they started trying to be like freaking McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, McDonald's had the nuggets, and that was their thing. It was on point, so you might as well run with it. You know what I'm saying?
They messed up them damn fries, giving us them damn what's them fries? Oh man, dog. You know what I'm saying? If the good Lord ever have us have a time machine, I'm going back to '98.
I mean,
I'm putting the hoodie on and I'm going.
I mean,
I'm going. Wait a minute. I'm going to the lock-ins. The high. No, not the high school ones, but the grown folks lock. On the weekend they used to do the grown folks lock-ins at Saints.
Mm-hmm.
So I just gotta make sure.
I never went to none of them lock-ins.
Oh man, no man. I didn't either. Because everybody was in there getting their smash on. Our parents was hating on us.
Shoot, man. I mean, let's look at the bright side. I ain't got no
we ain't
kids.
had no kids.
I don't have no STDs. Hey. Hey, it's a good thing. So I'm like, what? Yeah. Maybe it wasn't that bad of an idea not to go to them bullshit ass lock-ins.
Hey, look. I went to one and they played Lil Jon and that was all she wrote.
I mean, that's how it works sometimes.
Man,
but in any case, like with the Power Rangers game, with the Super Pack the Street Fighter pack, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just shuck y'all the money because I want more stuff for this game, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but I'm still. That was it, because like I said, I saw that. I said Matt gonna like that. Then I sat down, started watching the Resident Evil thing. I cut it off. I still ain't watched the new trailer yet because I couldn't get over the fact that this man walked. And first of all, how you gonna let him just walk in? You ain't got no strap. You ain't got no baseball bat.
I mean,
you ain't got nothing. You just let this man come in and just.
Ethan Girl is fucking crazy. He had no choice but to run up in that motherfucker and put her ass.
No, but I'm still. Hold on, I'm finna pull it up while we sit here looking at
it. That girl is nuts. Chris had to.
No, but they wasn't doing
no. I mean, no,
they wasn't even doing. We got to see it in the context.
That woman is nuts. We got to run up in there and do what he had to do.
They was trying to get her baby though. That's the thing. Like I mean, they, not her, not them, but the vampires. They came and I guess because then he comes in with Umbrella and they securing the spot. So I mean, but this is the thing. Let's hold on. Let's take
the vampire ladies is just like they just showed up, took this man kid, and it's like. You know what? Like, dude, you ain't do nothing. Like,
you ain't do nothing. You ain't got no guns, no nothing.
You
like,
ain't got no guns, no knives, no baseball bat, an umbrella, something. I don't know. But he ain't do
trying
nothing.
to process it. Like, dog, and then they come up in there and just bow. Like, he just walk in like he owned the spot. And then I just can't.
He might be paying for it. I don't know.
Hold on.
But he might be the landlord.
But then hold up. Oh, okay, it's making sense now. I see what's happening here.
I mean, he could be the landlord.
But see, hold up. Hold up though. This the other part to it too. This the other part. He didn't know his wife was a damn government agent. Like, he didn't know that his wife was a government agent. How do you not a government agent? Take it back. She working for a shadow corporation that's trying to make it cocktail this virus. Like, come on, man. And I'm looking at the preview now. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna go look for no. I mean, this girl, she taller than Megan. I kind of want to,
I mean, she was like 7'5" or something like that. It's like, legit. Like, I have not met any woman that tall in real life yet.
I have.
I had met nobody that's really taller than me, unless like they wearing heels.
You taller than me, yeah.
I'm like, my girl, like she's tall, but like, this lady is like, damn, I got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never had to do that since I was like 12.
Damn.
When I was 12, I was taller than my fucking teacher. She was like, yeah, she was only like 5'1", and it's just like, yeah, like her, like like her sisters are all short. I guess like it just runs in her family that they just short or whatever, right? But like legit, like I really, really don't meet a lot of women that's close to my height, save for my girlfriend. Love her, but just that like I don't meet that many that's that tall. They usually kind of short. It's what it is. So like when I met her, it's like, holy shit, she's tall. We don't get that over here. We don't get that, and I like that she's about my height. She's pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, damn. It's just like.
I mean, I like tall women. It's just like it's kind of few and far in between or whatever. Yeah. And like, I'm grateful, honestly, to have a girl that I have. It's like she's the perfect height, I don't look down at her. Like I literally can look dead at her, like, no problem. It's not, I don't gotta do this. I don't gotta do like this. I literally can just
it's time to see.
I love that about her, but I love 110 different things about her. It's what it is. But like I don't like. I really, like for me, like to see a woman that's taller than me is like, okay, that shit ain't normal. That shit ain't normal. Most women is like, I gotta.
Man, I saw this girl yesterday. No, last week. I'm talking about she had to be as tall as this girl. Like, well, this girl almost 10 feet tall, but this girl was like 7 feet. And I'm sitting there looking at her. She looking at me. I'm looking at her. She looking at me. She looking at her. I'm looking at, and I had to let her pass because everything that's going on with your boy right now. But I thought about it, and but I don't understand.
Bruh,
like you got dudes that would never talk to a girl that's taller than them, right?
Dude, I would
salivating over.
I mean, I would talk to a girl that's taller than me, but I already got a girl that's perfect,
just as tall. Yeah,
I mean, she perfect. It's like I really don't have no troubles with her for real. Be all honest with you. I mean, She's hot. She's tall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not seeing a problem here.
Yeah. But
And
they just
it's
going.
rare, for me to see women that's taller than me. Like the last time a girl was taller than me, I was fucking 10.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Like
when
I
all of them
started
was tall.
when I started hitting being 11 and 12. Like I
That's
started
when.
shooting up like a weed, and it's like boom,
Mm-hmm.
Like at one point, like my teacher started walking up to me, giving me a whole bunch of guff and whatever. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
like lady, I
Yeah.
gotta look down at you, okay? You can't fucking get pissed at me when I gotta do this.
Yeah, basically. So
And
I
like
mean,
one time
but
she
I'm
was
here
like,
for it though.
one
I'm
time
here for it.
she straight got pissed and she was like, don't look down at me. I'm like, well, how
Damn.
else am I supposed to, ma'am?
Yeah, I
And she
gotta look.
like, you
Sit
need to sit
down.
down. I'm like,
Damn.
even if I sit down in a chair, I'm still taller than you.
Damn. Anyway, but let me ask you this question, man. Is it a like? I mean, we saw that the PS3 the PS3 store is shutting down,
Yeah.
and we can't. It's gonna be certain games that if you don't download them right now, you ain't gonna be able to download them
Yeah, like
because
even
unless
if
they fix it, they could fix it.
they gon' I think that they getting ready to start pulling stuff down from the service. But like if you got anything that's on a disc that has DLC or whatever, I would probably strongly advise you go hurry up, put it back on there, and get your stuff that you already paid for, especially if you have it or if you have the DLC. What
Mm-hmm.
I will say is this: if you have games that you want to hurry up and get, I would say go ahead and get them now.
Yep.
Like
Get you a hard drive.
most of them is like low price right now anyway, so go right ahead and do it. Like I'm not seeing a problem here.
I
Like
just got a.
you want Suikoden too. It's like $5. You want Legend Dragon? It's $5. Most of them is like $5 to $10 tops for PS1
Exactly.
games. Like, yeah, you might not be able to play online, but hey, that's what modifications is for. You have to just sit tight and wait. I know it's not what most people want to hear right now, but it is what it is right now. Like, like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I don't like it that some games are getting taken offline and they're not doing anything about it. But then again, this is a Sony issue of what we're taking down everything on the PS3. So, I mean, it's Sony. It's just something you got to put up with. I don't really like it that they're doing this, but I'm looking at the bright side of it. I can get ready to modify my PS3.
Yeah, basically. And
I mean, I already modified my PSP, so it's not like they was doing shit with it anyway. So it's like
no,
I might
they
as well
wouldn't.
fucking use it because it's like y'all not gonna do nothing with it. I might as well do this, and it's Sony, and I fucking hate that Sony is kind of the worst. The second worst when it comes to backwards compatibility. Nintendo is number one because they don't fucking do it at all.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, if I was Sony and whatever games I can fit onto PlayStation Now that's on the PS3, you just want to make them playable on PS4 and PS5, this would be a really good time to put them through PlayStation Now.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Pretty much. And hey, I just feel like everybody needs to go and I'm thinking about getting the hard drive to back everything up because really and truthfully, I mean, a lot of game services already got stuff like the Metal Gear Solid 4. Um, they just got shut down. You know what I'm saying? Not too long
Yeah.
ago. Like, I mean, and they got shut down, and that was when Kojima had left.
Yeah,
So
Metal Gear Solid 5 stuff is going to get cut off on PS3
damn.
in a minute because they're going to be shutting down everything for PS3. So like, you can't play online,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of games that are just about to fucking die on that
Pretty
system.
much. So
And it's like, because they're not doing anything as far as preservation over on, some service in any capacity. You ain't got it, you ain't gonna get it, and that's just it.
pretty
And
much. I mean,
it sucks, and it's like, all this is gonna really do is some of these games that people not gonna be able to get is gonna drive up the price on PS1 and PS2 games.
yeah.
You're gonna have modification going out of control because it's like most people gonna be like, yeah, you can play the game, but you need this patch data, so you need to do this to play it. And it won't surprise me that becomes a thing because fucking, I mean, there's still some great games that's still locked to this damn system. The Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition,
Yeah.
Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is still locked to the PS3 360 and Wii U, but the less said about the Wii U, the better. But that being said, is just that these games is finna be, unplayable.
DOA basically. And
And it's like,
so
if you ain't already got it installed, you ain't finna be able to do shit with it, and that's gonna be a problem.
yeah, I mean, everybody go ahead and get your hard drives ready now and go ahead and download everything you got. Cause see, with me, it's like, damn, I thought about it. And then same thing with the Vita. I gotta go get me another what you call them and download all them games to that
Mm-hmm.
hard drive. And then I gotta put because my Vita slot is messed up. And so I might have to get me a Vita here in a minute. But I got another question for you, sir. Zaku. Do you
Mm-hmm.
feel like the console shortages is good right now because really ain't nothing really coming out. I mean, Sony got a lot of stuff coming,
They,
but
they,
Microsoft don't have that much coming.
I
But they
mean,
got Game Pass.
the shortage is fine. My problem is the fucking scalpers. And it's like most of the fucking systems right now don't have nothing out right now. And it's like, oh, what I can get on PS5 that I can't get anywhere else, I can get Demon Souls right now in this moment. And a couple digital games that's like they not really worth full price per se,
Mm-hmm.
but they all right. The Xbox Series X and S, the problem is just that, well, we don't have anything out right now under the Xbox label, and most of it is really bolstered by Game Pass.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That Game Pass is I feel like that's the lick that could carry Xbox. And I feel like if
Sony Sony needs to revamp PlayStation Now to be more like
oh it's
Xbox
coming.
Game Pass
It's
Ultimate,
coming.
because right now I'm like, this ain't it. Like, I go to the bathroom and, I decide to, take my time, do whatever I'm doing in there, and if it's left at 15 minutes, it just returns me to the main menu. That ain't gonna
Yeah.
cut it. What if
And not to
what if
mention, you
I
can
gotta
take
take
your phone. You can
yeah.
take your if you got an Android phone, or you can even with your Apple your iPhone, you can remote play your Xbox in your house to your iPhone. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a Galaxy phone, you can download Game Pass or Android phone, you can download Game Pass. And once you download Game Pass, you can get right back on your phone and pick right back up where you were after you go to the bathroom or you leave the house. Like you can literally like I haven't even tried GTA on the phone, but I'm gonna try it.
But like
I'm gonna try it.
but like PlayStation Now needs to be revamped majorly, because this is
I think it's
like
coming. I think it's coming.
like
I
I'm
just think
not
they.
paying for that right now. I'm paying for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and I am happy as a pig in shit right now. Okay,
Mhm.
but I don't see the point to paying for PlayStation Now when like PlayStation Plus I get a better deal out of right now.
Mhm. Um. Actually, they have put a few more games on there. I mean, the rotation. What I do like about PlayStation Now that I don't like about Game Pass is that they tell you when the games are gonna come off of there. Like they say, hey, go ahead and down. You got 6 months to play the game. Like that's how I played Control.
Mm-hmm.
Was I had game PS Now and I played it and I had a blast with it. You know what I'm saying? And so finished it in about a couple of weeks and I had it for a couple months. Now they gave me $1 for a month. Like it's coming because they are starting to push PlayStation now, and I feel like it's coming. You just won't get games day and day. I think they're gonna do the Disney Plus model where okay, when the game first launches, you got to pay full price for it. But after about 6 months, when we drop that price, we're gonna put it on there. I think that's what's gonna
I
happen
can
with.
see that, but they gotta just do something with it. Like, don't fuck it up and do stupid shit with it.
Well, I mean, we'll see. But my next question to you is, who you think got it this gen? Do you think Nintendo they got some aces up their sleeve that's gonna just
Man,
change the conversation? Do you think PlayStation gonna keep holding down the crown, or you think Xbox got something because all the studios they bought they in the kitchen cooking, they got all the time in the world.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying?
Microsoft is in the kitchen letting them cook, right? And they staying out of it. They just coming in and see how things is going.
Pretty much.
Nintendo is sitting over here trying to coast on fucking Mario, and I'm like, can we get some F-Zero? Can we get some Star Fox?
I feel like that's coming too. I feel like they're gonna go.
Because I'm just like, don't get me wrong, I like Mario just as much as the next guy. I like Mario Kart. I like the different Mario games, but you can't keep reselling me the same fucking Mario game.
Pretty much. I mean, but I'll say this: Nintendo knows how to innovate for each generation. Like they hit and miss. So it's like Zelda. I feel like this go round was for the Skyrim generation, and I think that's why they know how to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Mario was very much the last couple of them have been very much Ratchet and Clanky, where or Jack and Daxter or Sly Cooper, where you've had different elements. They took all the elements that was good, they left the stuff that was bad or that wouldn't work, and they adapted into something new. That's what I like about the Nintendo games. Like, yeah, it's the same few of them, but I feel like they're gonna do F-Zero. I just feel like they probably waiting on these new chips to come in. They running out of this particular part that they need this AMD chip that they got, or it's an Nvidia chip. I forget it's one of those
But
chips, but it's specific.
it's either one. Like the thing is just that like this is what you got. You got to make do with what you have, and Nintendo is like doing fine with the Switch. But like I look over at Sony who has the PS5 and it's like everything is like either getting delayed till next year or it's later this year. And it's like out of all the games to fucking remake, you gonna start with The Last of Us?
I don't know.
That's like
You know what?
that's like having a whole bunch of different things fucked up on your house, and the first thing you start with is the fucking ice machine.
Well, I feel like this. If the remake is going to take the story in a different direction, so it's like, okay, this time
It
at
don't
the
matter
end,
because you got the sequel, and it's like, yeah, you kind of can't deviate from that shit because it's like, well,
well, no,
you
they
didn't already
could.
set this up, so you got to continue with this shit.
Well, they could. Oh, well. And they could just deviate from a different direction because they could kind of change it up to where okay, Ellie's friend doesn't die. They make it out.
Mm,
Um,
I think
they could
that really kind of needed to happen.
well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like they could change up things too because the HBO show they changing up stuff too because you could tell the story. Because I look
Yeah,
at it like
I
this,
forgot
like,
that they're doing that now.
well, I feel like this because like how many different times we've heard like Godzilla or like every a King Kong, right? Or 28 days later or the attack of the Night of the Living Dead. Like it's doable, I feel like it's too soon. Like they should have just made redid Uncharted 1.
Or fucking make Siphon Filter or something else that is in need of a dire remake,
Well,
rather than Last of Us. That like, you want to remake this? Like, I mean,
I think
it haven't even been that long.
I feel like with this one too, I feel like it's gonna be longer. I feel like we're gonna get Joel's backstory.
I mean,
like, or we're gonna get the stuff that happened in between the beginning of Last of Us and everything going down. So I think we're gonna get them years. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna get Ellie's story, and then it's gonna be a little bit. I think it's gonna be a little bit seamless. Where, um, well, I guess you got to keep that story where it's at. Kind of, you kind of have to keep that story where it's at, or you could make it seamless, and then you just make everything be where it's at.
mm-hmm.
Put it in a new game engine, and then you make the game twice as long. You get the what happened. You get all of the stuff going on. You get all of that. And once you get all of that, then we get to the end, and now it kind of brings it full circle, and it makes a little bit more sense. You update the doctor to be white or whatever, and you just fix the things, and you make it more graphically empowerment. So you're gonna have like I said, you're gonna have 2 or 3 hours worth of gameplay that's gonna explain Joel's story, and we have a completed arc for Joel by the time we get to Last of Us 2. And I feel like the way they need to do it is Last of Us remake, Last of Us 2 PS5 edition, and then the new multiplayer mode all on the same disc. And there you go. You get all of that. And if you got the first one, if you got the remastered or whatever, on your account, you know, you pay the $20 or the $15 to get and then you unlock that just like with Integrate. You pay the $20, you already got the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the route that they're gonna go with that. So the person that wants a definitive experience, you're gonna pay the $20 for the remake, and the mercenaries mode. And I think that's the route they doing that, so that whatever the new game is gonna have time to breathe. So you're gonna get the whole story. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying? You
it's no different than with what is it? Fucking I mean, like, just yeah, I suppose they could do that, but I'm also kind of like, I'm gonna wait and see. But like, Sony needs to show me something before I buy a PS5.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming. I mean, that first couple years is always a slump.
I mean, not in the case of the PS2 or the PS3.
Well, no, PS3 had that slump too, because I remember Xbox they had bangers. They had already like halfway through
Yeah.
new, so they had stacked the 360 era, but then they got here and they both of them got cocky, and I feel like it's the same thing here too. They just had some Xbox just had some new, like, basically it's gonna be they just came out and said it's gonna be a couple years for them too, for they had their games ready. So it's just one of them things where we gonna have to wait and see, and it's gonna be just one of those things where we wait, we see. We got a lot of third party stuff coming out. I mean, let me know if you want to get up on the show. I'll take the Padres. You can have the Cardinals, Matt. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna forever be the grudge, man.
We both of us gotta be the Cardinals. In St. Louis, we gotta rep the city, all right?
I mean, but we can't be. Well, I guess we could. I'm gonna take Stan Musial Cardinals then. I'm gonna just play handicap.
Oh,
but
shit.
my point, yeah, because that's the only way you can do it. I mean,
yeah.
But
yeah. Right now, like, I still just can't justify spending that much money on a PS5 when I got other stuff I need to do.
Yeah,
and
I get it.
Like maybe down the line I'll do it, but like right now it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
I mean, as far as games go, like right now, like even just this year, I'm like, I have seen nothing that is going to justify me buying it when like you done already told me that this is getting a PS4 version, like Horizon Zero Dawn sequel. Like, okay, you already said it's getting a PS4 version. Okay, I don't need to buy a PS5 right now. Well, it's like, well, we got Gran Turismo 7 coming. All right, show me that motherfucker's actually any good this time.
Dang.
Because you fucked me over with Sport. 6 was good. But you fucked me with Sport.
I like Sport.
Sport was all right, but it's like
I like Sport. I'm gonna tell you why I like Sport.
If you came from playing 6, like 6 has so much to do.
Oh yeah, I like Sport because I was playing Forza, and I play a lot of the Forza. I play a lot of and it does that better than Forza. But Forza Horizon, hey, nothing mess with Forza Horizon 3 and 4. Like ain't nothing touching it. But yeah, man. I mean, for me, of course, I had to get it for the channel, and I was gun ho with it. I had the opportunity, and we built up the platform. We trying to help the youngins and everything else like that. So, it's just been like the grind has been daily for me. So, and I started back, working a little bit more heavily. So it was kind of like this was a business investment for me, and it paid off because everybody was kind of like, we was like, oh man, I'm gonna get one or whatever. So it kind of played into the suspense and my 30th birthday. But I feel you on everything that you're saying, and I feel like they trying to go big on big instead of taking their time and putting some stuff out.
With the $500-$600 that I was spending to get one of those new consoles, it's like.
You good because
it's so much other stuff I can be doing right now. Like, CPAC aside, I mean, I'd be going on a trip right now if I could. But I can't. So it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I could spend that money on that, but I'm like, I kind of have other expenditures that I'm doing right now. Like, I got stuff planned for my girl's birthday next month, and I mean, I hope she likes it, but I can't tell right now. Like, like I hope that she would like it. Because I mean, I figure she, I would just love for her have like a really good birthday and do stuff, and I got some ideas, but it's like also I'm not trying to burn them up quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah,
just any other day, but it's like. It's kind of hard because it's like, this isn't open right now, or this isn't open right now, and it's like,
yeah. Well, you know where to go, and like I said, man, you know where to go. You know exactly where to go. So
yeah, I know. I got to make it work, but the shit is frustrating. It's like, oh man, I can do it. Nope, you can't do that. Like, God, okay, come on, man, like. Let me do this. Like, this would be perfect. And it's like, nope, you can't do this, or your schedule don't allow for, but I'm already putting in the time to be off and got it cleared. So I done took off for her birthday. I done took off for my birthday at work. So like, I'm looking forward to it, to doing stuff and surprising her with it. But I mean, I just gotta hope that she likes it. But
man, just go ahead with your good man, because see, this is the thing I'm gonna say.
I mean, I could do that, but I'm also like, man, I don't want to fuck this up. But
no, man, look, you see, now you put we sidebar. Yeah. If you doing if she is how you described her, you know what I'm saying, it's like, don't even worry about it. Don't even trip. What up, FC? You back again?
I'm gonna just do something. I'm gonna do something real nice for her because I want to. But like, what I love
you
about
getting
her
older. You getting older, man.
I love it that she tells me like, I'll get her something just because I want to, or I saw something like, oh, well, you got this for her because you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, so
she'll go like, I'm not materialistic. You don't always have to give me something. I'm like, I know that, but I
I
want
want to, yeah. So you know, so you basically you getting older. So it's
to.
like you ran you up and bumped into, you know what I'm saying, you slip and fell into a good situation.
Mm-hmm.
And you was just like, you know, at the time, I mean, you was, you know, dealing with the house and everything else like that. So I understand why you didn't get it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I understood why, like, you know, but like me and Fly and
Well,
Gotti
yeah,
and
I mean,
everybody,
I'm glad you got one, and
yeah,
it's cool that you show off some of the features of the console of what it has, but it's
yeah.
like,
And I need to get one because my PS4, I ain't even gonna lie, it was the base model, and it was kind of on its last leg.
yeah,
It
like
didn't work.
I had to get me a fucking PS5 because even though I had cleaned that sucker out on my base model, that
Yeah,
motherfucker sounds like I got a goddamn jumbo jet in my damn room for some reason.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, like it shouldn't be this fucking loud
All
when
right,
I'm
FC.
just trying to watch them. When I'm trying to watch, this TV show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch fucking Grey's Anatomy, and I can't hear shit because I got a fucking jet engine.
Man, look, it almost happened. Like I had it laying vertical, so I had to spray it out, you know, my PS5 out because
Yeah.
it started to kind of heat up, and then I just sprayed it out, stood it up. The airflow is actually, they actually set this up like you can lay it sideways, but you
Mm-hmm.
got to spray it out, wiped it down, you know what I'm saying, dusted it off, and it's still, you know, and then I reset it because Outriders is just messed. It just disappointed me, and I really, 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 I need to hit up Sony customer support or whatever, because they just, it's not as bad as Cyberpunk, because when you get in,
If you can't get in,
yeah,
it's like you might as well put on that old song. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. And
basically,
it's literally like I got friends that's like, oh dude, can we play Outriders? I'm like, all right,
if I
cool.
can get in, it's like,
If I can get on the motherfucker, and it's
yeah,
like I got to install on my Xbox Series, on my Xbox One. That motherfucker doesn't work. It's like every time I try to get on, it's like, well, it's too many people on or whatever, and it's like,
y'all knew that this game from the demo, like y'all knew
yeah,
that people was hyped about this game. Open them servers up and scale it back. Stop, and then
mm-hmm,
you did, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I was hyped for this game. Like I bought it. I could have got it on, you know, Xbox, but I got it
I got it
on the PS5.
I got it on Game Pass, so it's like I can play it in.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, I'm yeah.
that it's almost like that scene in Judge Dredd. Xbox One, get it when you graduate. Xbox One controller, get it when you graduate. Outriders, yours,
Yeah.
get it to work.
Yeah. Basically.
That's the
So
bad part about it is that
yeah.
Outriders isn't bad. It's just that
You can't get in. It's like Chris Brown. How you gonna hate on the outside of the club? You can't even get in.
yeah, and
Like,
I'm just kind of like, yeah, y'all could have planned this better, but
hmm um, yeah, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Cause man, and I'm doing damage up into it too. But
mhm,
before we get out of here, man, rest in peace, DMX. This was my last topic for the night.
yeah. I'm
We gave him another classic, man. We got our people from the UK in the building, man.
I'm still sad
And
about DMX. Like
yeah,
I didn't
man.
see that coming at all. Like drug overdose. Then he was in a coma, and then they had no brain activity unchanged, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah, man. And
I
he just got through putting together the album. So they Swiss Beats came out and said, "Yeah, bro, it's an album. It's an album, and it's finished." And he already said he had finished it on Drink Champs. So I'm just like, I'm just I'm wanting to hear the album, and I hope that this is a return to form for DMX on the last go round.
I
Um,
mean, yeah,
Everybody is talking about it, and I
I
mean,
think he's gonna have probably the rap album of the year now with this on lock,
yeah,
just
yeah,
on general purpose. Because like, yeah, you always sell your records always sell better if you are a musical artist and you just die.
yeah. Everybody gonna be, and then this was the crazy part. So he had Pop Smoke on the album, and
Hmm.
I don't know if this is like a used verse or if this was a verse that he did before he died. Before Pop died, but he got it, and it is just crazy, man. Like I feel for New York because New York had lost a lot of people. Just like hell, everybody done lost a lot of people, man. Just between us and New York,
Yeah, and
like
it's
we didn't
like,
lost,
yeah,
in the
Meg's
last year.
time was, I was like,
Dang,
wow, like he was like what, only like 53?
50. He just turned 50 last
He
year.
just turned 50. Man, I hope to outlive that,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yep.
you know, like if there's anything to be taken from this, like leave them damn drugs alone, please, people.
Yep. Leave him alone, and then take care of yourself out here,
Like,
man. And,
'cause,
and
like, drugs take almost everything from you. Your
everything.
career, your family, and then the last thing it takes is your life. So I'm hoping that if it's anybody that's using, like, man, like, get yourself taken care of, get yourself sorted out, go to rehab, detox, whatever, get off that shit. Because I mean, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. And that's what's sad about it. And it's like this man turned 50. He got how many kids that's still pretty young, and now they got to grow up without a dad. You coming in messed up.
How about him?
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, he was basically begging and pleading with him to get up off of it, but I just don't look down on nobody, man, and no and
Yeah,
nobody struggle either. Like, cause
I'm
we all
like,
got something that we deal
we,
with.
yeah, we all
You know.
do, but I'm like, I feel for his family right now with this.
Yeah. I didn't really like the fact that he had already started talking about the album, so it was like, you know, and then they put out like a CD with his prayers on, like a little pack with his prayers on, and I was just like, it was just little stuff that I saw that I really didn't like. Um,
But
I'm not
yeah,
gonna mention it here, but it was just the fact I want to hear this album now.
yeah.
Because
I mean, it's what it is. Like, you always just want to hear, okay, they got one more album before they died. They came out. Like, it was like, okay, well, it came out, then he died, or then it came out, or he finished it right before he died, or whatever. And yeah, this album is probably going to be crushing it for the rest of the year.
yeah, because it seemed like the last few years he been he been crushing it. Like he been on top of it. He ain't really been he look better, he sound better, he sound focused. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? He sound like, so I don't know. I'm kind of having my doubts on like what happened because I'm just like, it's no way he could be this clean and this, like, he looked healthy. He had weight on him. He had, he had went back to rehab. Like he really had got for the last few years. He really was on it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it just it didn't
Like
feel right.
I had a coworker come to find out this woman had a straight up drug problem, but you couldn't tell from the way she acted.
Yeah.
She would come to work. She would be the one of the first people there every morning early. Like, she don't come in, late, fucked up, like, wasn't until after we found out, she had a drug overdose and died. Then like, oh yeah, she was having fucking, coke parties every fucking other weekend. And it's like nobody could tell, like, that she like no, she was high functioning. She would have these parties she would host at her place. People would come, they would, snort this shit, and then she came to work Monday morning, ready to roll, like boom, motivated, ready to go. I was like,
yeah, man.
you just can't
Sometimes, man,
tell.
it hits different with people. Sometimes it could be the equalizer, and sometimes it could just be that monkey on your back. And I feel for his family. I feel for Swiss and everybody over there on his team. And I'm glad that the conversation. I was just listening to Kevin Lyles. He said, "Yo, at 300, we do a thing where you got therapy, you got vacation days." You got not it really ain't vacation day, but you got a thing where you can get away, you can go travel to another country or get a good Airbnb somewhere out of town, get you away from the hustle and bustle. Um, you can go record, you can go do your thing. So I'm liking that the labels are starting to see. I mean, Kevin Lyles at least because he used to work at Def Jam while DMX was there. So it's just like it's good to see that they actually is taking steps into that, man. So,
Well, because it's like,
yeah,
I mean, you got to do something now, especially after this done happened, because it's like, what measures we're taking to kind of, protect him from this shit. Because,
I mean, you gotta look at Mac Miller, Juice World, Fredo
yeah,
Santana. That was just the last few years. We ain't even gonna talk about like Pimp C and
yeah,
all the
like
other guys
an
that we lost.
overdose, you know, they're gonna be wondering how he got it. Then the family might want to have a wrongful death suit against the label because you didn't do essentially enough to protect them or that from this or whatever. And it's like, okay, I get it why you're doing it, but it's also kind of like, I mean, also, yeah, like this person is a grown adult, but like, I mean, I feel for his family.
Yeah, yeah, and
I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
yeah,
But you gotta tell them that, yeah, dad had an overdose and then he died, and what the fuck.
yeah. Um, I'm just, rest in peace to DMX. We waiting on the album to see what it's sounding like having DMX back on his A game. So I don't know what was going
I
on.
mean, if they
Like,
got enough, voice samples of his stuff that he just never released, yeah, you can
no,
come.
he actually went back and made a whole new album.
I know, but like if they still have like a whole bunch of leftovers, shit, you can keep turning out music. Tupac got another CD coming out.
Another one.
That man constantly having CDs come out.
Man.
I'm beginning to wonder if people was not joking about him moving to the Bahamas.
Hey, man, you never know. That's why I said about this. It didn't feel right. Chris Lighty didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even Pimp C didn't feel right. So it's just like, man, like I could say with Juice World, I could say with Mac, I could say with a few rappers, I could see, what I'm saying, Fredo Santana, he had got off the lean. He had an overdose, but he got off the lean. And yeah, you seen Young Thug, he had to get off the lean.
Yeah,
You know,
like
uh
like if you own these drugs, please get off of them, man. Like it's not fucking worth it.
mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I did get the first punch for the CPAC, and I'm all right. I'm a little tired, but
I hadn't done it yet. Like like initially I was gonna go, and then it's like, oh, well, we giving up the Johnson one. Yeah, I decided not to, and I'm glad I didn't because
yeah,
holy shit, that's a nightmare. But like, I'll probably get it done at some point. But like, I want it. I kind of want to just look at like a couple things to like, okay, how does this affect fertility? I mean, I want kids, damn it.
yeah. I did it right now because we looking at my grandmother. I had went ahead on to do it. I'm still healing and dealing with some other stuff that I might speak on later. But I'm all right, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I had to kind of do it for her,
Yeah,
because she can't get it. She's old enough. She had, some health complications this last year, and she's allergic to a lot of stuff. So it's like, in order for me to be around her in good conscience and good faith, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we got to take this measure because I don't want to be the reason that, because we watched the Snyder Cut together. Like that's what I've been doing in my single life. Is like I sit there, like I would say, watch Chicago Fire and
yeah,
The Good Doctor with my mom, and family. Sometimes they'll come through, or we'll get on a Zoom call or whatever. My
yeah.
godmother, I kind of been. She just got hers, so when I get my second one, I'm gonna be over there. We gonna probably watch. Well, she watched uh, Kong versus Godzilla. So and she really ain't into Mortal Kombat. So it'll probably be another movie we'll watch, some maybe Black Widow or something like that. I don't think she's seen the last couple of Avengers, so like we might do a little movie marathon or something. So I just been spending time with the fam, but it was just like with my grandmother, especially. Um, you know what I'm saying? And some other family members is like, I'm doing it more so for them, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to go spend time with my elderly folks. And
And I totally understand that.
yeah, so it's like you don't want to be at the funeral or be me calling you and like, yeah, they died of the CPAC and I might have gave it to them, you know.
Yeah,
So it's
how
like,
you live with yourself. Like, I'm gonna get it at some point, but I'm just like, don't tell me I get this motherfucker and then it's telling me, hey, you gonna be permanently firing blanks, motherfucker. Like,
well, I mean, I seen that, but
I'm
it
just gonna be
affects
like,
everybody different. So, and I
man, do
plead the
not
blood
talk to me
on
like this.
it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm just praying, like you said, man. I'm praying that everything is cool with it, and when eventually when everybody get, I know a few people that we know already they got it, um, and they doing all right. So it's just with me, I've been tired. I've been eating good, but
Everybody
I'm
do I've been eating good, like, real talk, like,
no, I'm talking about this how you do it. So you take like just to give everybody a crash course before you go do it. Take your Tylenol, and afterwards
mhm,
take you like a Benadryl, and then you
mhm.
take one every day. Not a Benadryl, a Claritin. I was gonna take a Benadryl tonight, but I'm trying to let my system kind of flatten out. So,
Yeah,
but tomorrow I'm definitely gonna give me one. So, but yeah, yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure you drink plenty of water. I've been drinking water.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been busting them down. So make sure you drink plenty of water before, after. You know what I'm saying? Eat you a good meal before. Eat you a little something afterwards. That'll curb it all because I don't think I'm dealing with it, like I said, being tired. But that's good because I don't left to my own devices. I
Yeah.
don't sleep, and you know what I'm saying. I know y'all, a lot of y'all. We've been keeping the shows. We've been experimenting, and what I
But
want to
like
do, Sarah, is
but you gotta rest, man. I know.
yeah. I want to do something too. I got to get with you because everybody been giving me good feedback about pre-recording the show. Pre-recording, you ain't lying. We might do that just because Serizaku said he gonna be taking his lady out for her birthday, and they're gonna be taking, you know what I'm saying. So we might test that out with the show as well. We got.
Her birthday is like on like a Tuesday, so
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's totally fine. I just got to come up with a plan, and hopefully it's gonna work. You know.
Yeah, it's going. I mean, look, dude, you literally have gotten and it happened so instantaneously, bro. Like that's kind of what I'm praying for. When I do eventually find,
It's
because I'm
it's
not.
it's it's gonna happen, but like I'm gonna tell you, man. Like yeah, like initially, like I had like a couple girls that I wanted to talk to, but like I tune most of them out because like oh well they go out with they're like friends of my friends, right? And I'm like the last time I dated a friend of my friends, it didn't end well, and I don't want this bullshit to happen no more.
Exactly. Yeah,
And I don't want that happening no more. I'm just
Yeah,
tired of
man.
that
I
shit.
mean, but you got it, man, and you ain't gotta overthink it. You just keep being you and let her keep being her. That's the one thing
Yeah,
I
I
say here in
mean,
relationships is
so
that
I sometimes wonder if I'm gonna fuck up something like with
no,
this,
man, you
and
gotta just you gotta just keep being you because and that's what I learned is in relationships, especially like I said, I got slowed all the way down. And I've been getting, like I said, been getting right with God, been trying to spend time with family. That's why I'm getting the punch. So it's like, and I had to build this platform up for these kids, man, because like I said, man, they over here, they watching us in whole different time zones, countries, and everything else like
yeah.
that, and soaking up this game. So it's like we gotta kind of give them a good example. We gotta show them how to deal with failure, show them how to deal with rejection, and bro,
I
that you
mean,
like
it's
they
some,
literally seen your whole transition,
I mean,
over the course of these last few episodes.
it's a thing, like I'm happy with this girl and everything. I'm just trying to keep her happy, but like things happen, things come up, but like I'm trying.
But see, here's the
And
thing.
it's like the thing is like that's the thing about relationships that I want to illustrate to young people. It's not gonna be,
Mm.
magically gonna be easy. You gotta try. You have to try real hard with people. Okay. Sometimes, like if I upset her, like I can tell I'm upset her, and I think I might have did that or whatever a couple times, and it's just like I don't want her to get tired of me, or whatever. But like because like she makes me happy, and I do my best to make her happy.
Oh,
But like
oh, my bad, y'all.
I'll
I
tell you real
didn't
quick,
even know
fast in a
you.
hurry. You
Oh,
have to try real hard, and like you gotta be good to her. And like that's my thing is always trying to be good to her. I know she's not materialistic, but like sometimes I just see stuff that like I'm like she would probably like this, so I'll get it for her, and then she'll kind of go like, "You didn't have to get me anything." I'm like, "I know I don't, but I want
you
to."
want to, yeah. But see, here's the thing. What I learned is if you take care of your woman, she'll take care of you. And it sounds like it's been going down like that. So I wouldn't even be worried about it because you've
Yeah.
been doing your thing. I mean, and then y'all gotta get used to each other because now the butterflies that came down, y'all about a couple months in.
Hmm.
And as long as you keep doing you, and if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. If it ain't,
Yeah.
it
It
ain't.
ain't. But
And
like
so that's kind of how I've
I'm
been
I'm
looking at
hoping it
this.
works out. But if things don't, I mean, I'm never gonna be mad at her for something that stuff happens in life. Okay, and like people grow apart. You know, but like the one thing that I'm always kind of like is just this. No matter how upset I am at her, no matter how bad I'm hurt over something, or if I'm angry at her, I'm gonna always tell her good morning and I love you, good night.
Mm.
Because I don't believe in, holding on to shit and being mad for a while when it comes to her. Because I'm like, I'm not trying to do this shit of being mad.
Yeah.
I'm too fucking old for this.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, and that's one thing I learned too is that
You
you
just
know,
like like if it's one thing that people need to take away from it, like no matter how mad you get, no matter how upset or sad she makes you, or he or she makes you, just don't don't stop ever talking to him, okay? Because like if it's one thing I don't like in the world, is that I don't like for a motherfucker not to talk to me. Like if I'm with someone, like no, you need to talk to me. You know, if you're mad at me, still at least tell me you're okay. Good morning, I love you, and good night. Just do those four things for me,
hmm
rather than
basically,
rather than leaving someone on red. I don't like that shit. Like I don't do that shit.
yeah,
No matter how mad I get at someone, I'm not gonna leave them on red.
yeah. You gotta. I mean, you gotta be mature about it, man. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, what that's he giving y'all some real game right here, man. And it's not gonna be. I'm just gonna tell you, you can't judge the next person off of the person that you with or the person
Yeah,
that that you used to be with. So you gotta take
if
it all in stride.
if you're a man or a woman and you get into a relationship with someone down the line, don't hold them responsible for shit that your exes did. Okay,
Exactly. And
don't do
then
that shit.
too, you gotta
And don't compare them to your exes. Like, oh, you're doing my ex. That telling you, we don't like that shit. That drives us far
oh
the
yeah,
fuck
that's a
away.
red flag because they still ain't they still tripping off of the X. But I'm gonna take it here real quick too.
Mhm.
If y'all see anything that I've been doing, right? Because I had a lot of bad things happen in 2020 and some of it in 2021. When you decide that you're going to get your stuff together, that's the main thing that I talk about on this channel and that I want y'all to get is like you're gonna have to put your feelings and your pride to the side and just go out here, live, have fun, and get yourself together. So when the right woman comes along, you not scrambling trying to, because you can take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can pay your bills, or if you're at home, you're kicking in with moms and pops, and you know what I'm saying? You taking care of your space, you're taking care of the house, you're getting the cars washed, you're getting them gassed up, you're doing all that stuff you're supposed to do, right? But you gotta get on your feet and you gotta get out here and live and experience life. And don't be in such a hurry while you trying to, because you have to make a choice. I have in a lot of my relationships, I have had to make a choice. Now you can, it's some women out there that y'all can, build it up and then you kind of take the reins back over. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a provider, but it's so much better and it'll put you in a different uh league of women if you have your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? If you take care of yourself, you get your stuff together, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no bad reputation out here in the streets, you could get the pick of the litter. Word to DMX. You can get the pick of the litter, and then you could pretty much write your own ticket. So women will be more quickly, they'll be more quick to jump on your train and get on your program if you got your stuff together. And I know in the past I talked about simping and tricking and doing all of that, but if you love a woman, if you gotta provide for her. You gotta take
Yeah.
care of her. If you with her, now if this just some chick you trying to just knock down and she having you trying to buy all this stuff, like a sweetie or something like that, and you just trying to be with her for the clout, or you trying to be with her because you trying to see what that thing like, that ain't, that then that's tricking. You know what I'm saying? So learn what providing is. I think I might make a video about that. Learn what providing is versus tricking. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like the girl you with don't feel you all the way, even though y'all said y'all love each other and stuff like that, it's cool to put some distance or pull all the way away from that person and go on about your business. Don't let them boo-hoo and cry and all of this different stuff here. Because if they not getting on your program and they program don't mess well with your program, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I've been in some relationships that have not worked out. I've been in some that's like, man, like, what the was I doing? And then I'm looking like, it brings me up to now, and it's like, I'm happy. I'm happy because I had to struggle, I had to deal with bullshit, and I'm with someone that I love and care about. I cherish this girl, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna probably have issues at some point down the line. But
Mm-hmm.
no matter what happens, I'm gonna still tell her I love her, good night, good morning, whatever.
And
Even if
you found
even if
somebody.
even if she don't say it back, I'm gonna still say it to her because she know I ain't going no fucking where.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You found
Like
somebody
like
is worth.
like
You
John
gotta.
Cena throwing edge into the Long Island Sound. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. You gotta find somebody that's worth working it out, man. And if you can't work it
'Cause,
out with them, if
yeah,
you can't go the distance with them,
or if
it's
they not
get up out of
trying,
there.
it's like you got to make a decision. Like I had that where I had a person that they wasn't trying to be nothing more than what they were, and I had to ultimately make a decision. I might not have liked the decision at the time, but in the long run, it was the right decision.
And it paid off for you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying?
it's
That's the
like
big thing.
it it's what it is. It had to be done, but I can't be too mad about it. I just can't be mad about it.
Yep. And so yeah, man. Another classic episode, Serizaku, man. We had these folks staying up 6 hours ahead of time, man. And we get UK love out here, man.
That's you need to
We
keep that
getting
going.
Brazilian love. We getting, East Coast, West Coast, down south. And that's what when I had brought Serizaku on and Breezy agreed the same way. Breezy pop in and there here and there when he can. Like and with Hayes, and now this Sunday we gonna have Tales from the Simp with me and Young Link. Um this is what we do these shows for. Like we shoot the breeze, we talk about the stuff we like, pop culture, video game, comic book wise, movie wise, TV wise, music wise. Um, but we also, I also handpicked these guys, and even with Deja, even though they didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? With the truth be told, I handpicked everybody because they embody a lot of the values that I was raised with and the values that I picked up and learned on my journey as a man.
Hmm.
Um, and then, from a woman's perspective as well, with Deja, like I handpicked these people because, you know, I don't want what happened to DMX to happen with any of y'all. I don't want what happened with Elijah, rest in peace to Elijah, to happen to any of y'all. And we appreciate y'all rocking with us, supporting us, cheering us on, the whole 9 yards. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to L Streets and Jadal Gaming. Shout out to my patrons. We will I gotta get with Sarah Zaka because both of us be working like racehorses. We gonna sit down. Me and Hayes already sat down. We gonna be doing, bonus episodes and stuff. You ain't lying and beats and bits. You gonna get some behind the scenes stuff with us. Definitely when stuff kind of opens up, you're gonna see us out and about doing our thing, kicking it, and if y'all look age, y'all can come pull up on us, and we might take this show on the road. We might pull up on you, time will tell. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank Sir Zaku again for coming on. Shout out to salute to Breezy, Hayes, the whole team, Young Link coming on. Shout out to Young Link Jr. And we just gonna keep on rocking, y'all, man. It's the greatest podcast on the face of the planet. Beats and Biz Podcast Network. And we just gonna keep giving it to y'all, man. Every day, and with the podcast once a week. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. And we out.
Later.
know I say it from my chest, I rep the Midwest. Niggas be acting like they tough, we not into that. I front the liquor store, serving with the pack, eating a box of rice. Know I got the strap. Where them old schools clean like a new ball. Standing tall like the arch, I ain't finna fall. Used to be on Hall Street, they used to race cars. Cops come speed off, we ain't getting caught. From an era where clout chasing meant you had power.